Okay, so the table here shows values for this curve, y equals x squared minus 5x plus 2, okay, quadratic curve. It's going to be like a smiley face in this particular instance. So it says for the value when x is 3, so we need to put the value for 3 into this curve here, right, into this equation. So we'll have y equals, right, and we've got x squared, okay, that's what it says there. So that means you've got to square whatever x is. Now they're telling us x is 3, so it'll be 3 squared. Then it says minus 5x, so 5x, okay. Now that means 5 times x, doesn't it? Okay, so we have 5 times 3 here. And then plus, then it says add on 2 at the end, okay. So we can work this out. Now 3 squared is just 9, isn't it? Because 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15, and then add 2. And then, you know, just in case of putting them together, 9 take away 15 is minus 6. Add 2 is minus 4. Okay, so be careful there, but that's what you get to. Then we need to plot these points on the graph, right? So all you do is treat these as coordinates, okay? Sometimes it's easier to start over here on the right-hand side because they're all, you know, x is positive, isn't it? And it's sometimes a bit easier to see that. So x is 5, y is 2, okay? So there's your x value. And that is your y value, yeah? Because it says y there, doesn't it? All right? So x is 5, y is 2. So you go across to 5 on the x-axis and up to 2. And you put a little dot there to represent that point, that coordinate. Then you got x is 4, and then y is 2. Oh, sorry, minus 2, isn't it? So you go across to 4 on the x-axis and down to minus 2, which is here. Okay? Put a point there. Then we've got x is 3, y is minus 4. So across to 3, and y is minus 4, so we're down here. X is 2, y is minus 4. So across to 2, down to minus 4. X is 1, y is minus 2. So across to 1, down to minus 2. X is 0, y is 2. Okay, so across 0 up to 2. And then x is minus 1, y is 8. So across to minus 1 up to 8. Okay, so you could see then the curve being formed. So we need to, you know, plotting the points is great, right? But to get the full 2 marks, you've got to join them up as well, right? So it's important you join them up. And join them up with curve, not using a ruler, okay? So don't use a ruler. Now sometimes it's better to turn it upside down, okay? Sometimes it's better to do that. It's easier to draw the curve. That's what I'm going to do. So when I draw the curve, obviously you're going to use a pencil because if you go wrong you can rub it out. But you know, you can do that, can't you? Just imagine what it's going to look like, okay? Just imagine what it's going to look like to make it quite curvy. You've got to go through the points, okay? You've got to go through the points. This point here is interesting because some people might think it's flat there, but it isn't going to be flat, right? As I said, don't use a ruler and don't make that flat. Make it sort of curvy, right? That'll do, okay? I'm going to keep turning it around then so it's easy for me to draw, right? And I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to pretend I'm drawing the curve to start with, just to sort of get an idea of the shape of it. Okay? And then the last bit then. Perfect. Okay, and we've gone through all the points. Part C then says, what's it say here? It says draw the line y equals minus 3 on the graph paper. So let's do that first. Okay, you've got to do that because if you don't, you won't get the mark. Okay, it's worth 1 mark. So y equals minus 3. So there's your y-axis. Minus 3 is here, yeah? So what I do is I put a little dash through it, minus 3. Okay, and then that dash, then I'll continue by using a ruler and I'll draw a straight line through that dash. My line y equals 3. Make sure I get that accurate there. Okay? Minus 3. So I get a mark for that. And then what does it say then? Write down the values of x where the line y equals minus 3 cuts the curve. Give your answers to 1 decimal place. So values of x, notice, right? Values, that's all they want here. They don't want coordinates. They just want the values of x where the line cuts the curve. It cuts it, doesn't it? Can you see it cuts it there and there? Okay, these 2 points. Here. Okay, so what you do then is, I mean what I do is I tend to draw a little dotted line up just to show myself where it crosses the x-axis. So it crosses there and it crosses here. Okay, so I've got 1.4 there, isn't it? It's between 1 and 2, that's 1.4, 4 little squares, 1.4, and that there is 6 little squares, 3.6. So I'm going to write 1.4 there and 3.6 there.